Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start. All right, cool. This is gonna be episode 66.
Jesus Christ, we just went over this.
Yeah, but I want to be sure. You know,
he wants to say that he started it.
It's my theme.
It's Order 66 episode.
It's you order.
It's my theme.
That is it. That's the episode name. Order 66.
Cool, I'll go with it.
Yes.
It's my theme to make it seem like I'm never sure what order it is, but now that you made me expose that on air, I guess I'll just not do it anymore.
Well, I mean, we can start again.
I mean, I guess we could do that.
Yeah, it'll be the one thing that gets edited.
What's that?
Nothing ever gets edited.
Shot?
Wow.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna pick up this shell right here. No! And then I'm gonna go ahead and continue. Guys, if this is your first time tuning in, what we like to do is go around and talk about the news from the world of comics, films, and video games, and pop culture and all that bullshit, and we will be starting that now. My name is Sumo. I am joined here by these wonderful people.
Yes. Right, we're doing code names now. I am Stooge Prime.
I am King, and that's my only name.
What's good, everybody? My name is Just, and thank you for joining us in another episode of the Thirsty Nerds podcast.
Yeah.
So, guys.
Episode 66.
Yes, sir.
66.
We are here to talk about everything game-related, movies, and comics, right?
I don't want to say everything. That gives people false hopes.
Well, everything I care about.
Yeah, that he cares about.
Yeah, you'll be subjected to everything that we care about. So,
yeah, so what you care about, we don't care.
Exactly. Now, if it lines up every once in a while, that's
just
good.
fate, nigga.
So how's everybody been, man? We're getting closer to Christmas time and still no snow, which I am living for. I am here for it.
Fuck you.
I love it.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
That was fantastic.
Perfectly timed.
I want snow.
Too bad.
I know.
You know what? And
I hate driving in the fucking snow. I hate
Me too.
other drivers in the snow.
I do have to say, though, I hate waking up sweaty. Like, I don't know why. It was way.
Guy.
It's been. I don't know why it was colder in November than it is now.
It was.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going? Like, I don't even have the heat on or anything, so I'm just waking up, just fucking peeling the.
Buddy, put on some talcum powder or something. I don't know how to help you.
I don't know.
Turn that fucking heat down.
I don't have any heat on. It's
he can't help it. Heat rises, man. You know how the top flow do.
Yes.
Heat rises.
I mean, you can. Do you sleep in the buck wild?
Mostly.
Start.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't help you. You're just a sweaty man.
Hey man, look. You want a solution? Crack a window.
No.
The ghouls. That's how the ghouls get in.
I'm scared. I'm spooked.
It's too cold for the
COVID outside.
He's right about
too much COVID outside.
He's right about those ghouls.
Good job, Clarence. You did your job.
That's right. Clarence sent me.
Just a gremlin.
Yuck.
So first thing we have on here, the Grammy Awards happened not too long ago, and they had about 16 minutes of actual awards. Like the Game Awards was what, 3 hours long, and they had
three fucking hours.
They had no Game Awards.
Well, I'm always confused watching this. Like who exactly are the Game Awards for? Like you get us to watch it because you just say we're going to give out video game awards, and then you watch it and. Like one of the first, the trailers they're not bad.
Yeah.
I just wish they would change them from movie trailers to video game trailers.
Oh, this is the new E3. E3 no longer happening. This is the new E3. They're just going to stockpile it, and it's going to to more and more.
They're going to split it up throughout the year. Yeah. Stuff just like fucking you only in the summer. Now you got the winter.
If they can refine it, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Like, and then they have that, and they have these like little events in between. Like, we don't need that. Just give me the trailers, and then save all the award shit at the end, so I know when to fucking shut the thing off. But then I won't watch that long. So
exactly.
I guess they can't do that.
They gave out awards for best esports team, but didn't show a single person from the esports team or why they're the best. They gave out an award for best coach.
Are you looking for a Call of Duty like compilation video? Like,
yeah.
Does it have to be Call of Duty? It could be anything.
Yeah,
I mean, granted, it's going to be like an FPS. Like I know it is.
Yeah.
But still,
yeah.
Cause that kind of boils it down to like a popularity thing. Because I'm still salty they never gave Arslan his flowers for being like the best cat that came out that year. But
and we ain't gonna do it here.
Yeah, USA, 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 USA.
All right, that's all I can.
He won CEO. He got his flowers.
He did.
They snubbed out Psychonauts, which I was kind of. They were nominated for 5 different awards, didn't win a single one. That is bullshit.
After coming back after
Psychonauts
15
2?
years.
Yes, Psychonauts 2 was really fucking good.
Did you play the competition that it lost to?
Take Two? Or It Takes Two?
It Takes Two? No, actually, I won't. I haven't.
You mean the game that I bought and I was trying to get everyone to play with and no one fucking want to do it?
I didn't have Game
takes
Pass at
one.
that
You don't
time.
need Game Pass.
Hey, keep that salty shit
down.
inside, okay?
I'm down.
You can't change it. You can't change it
Look,
fast.
all I'm saying is I was there day one when fucking Game of the Year
Who cares?
dropped and no one wanted to
First
play
of all,
it.
but you know, no one cares.
Trust your
about these
boy.
awards. No one cares.
You trust him with comics. Trust me with games.
Well, they should trust me with comics.
Shut the fuck up.
Both of you have burned me enough on Monster Crunch.
Burn myself.
Hey man, you can't build a bridge without getting a few bruises, okay?
Just lead me down the road that's already built. Why am I trying to build bridges?
Because I'm the shortcut. That's why you come to me.
I also noticed that in the Game Awards, like as it began, they tried their best to kinda address the issues that have been going on in the gaming verse, you know, with
while showing ads for Facebook and Epic and all this other companies that are responsible for that.
Because you know they want to touch on it, but they don't want to like. They can't. They don't want to.
They're like pussyfooted. They pussyfooted around it so hard.
Yeah.
Like respect everybody. Here's an ad from Facebook.
They made a stance, but at the same time, it's corporate. You know what it is.
Yeah.
That's where their money comes from. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing this shit.
Like, yeah, you can talk about it, but that don't say nobody's name and make it like 30 seconds, if 10.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna
then-
start playing the music.
You're gonna say that?
Did you the other award that I kind of ticked me off was the sound design. It was like a remake from like 10 years ago. One sound design.
I didn't like. No, it was like Forza, right?
No, it was like a remake from like 10 years ago. It was like Near Replicant or
Wait,
something.
Near won it?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Sound design. Near
Oh, well,
Replicant.
that's fine. As far to me, as
It's a 10-year-old game.
no, Near Replicant was a remake, not a remaster. It's a remake, completely new game.
I thought at least like Guilty was Guilty Gear Strive, you know, nominated at all.
But for best, no, it won Fighting Game of the Year.
Oh, okay. That's good. Oh, I meant for like this like sound.
Oh,
I
I honestly
I'm
don't
still
know. I watched about
standing-
an hour and a half of the shit.
I was standing by Cyberpunk on that one,
Okay.
but at least give it something. I know it's a black sheep, but
I'm always going to be biased when they have a game nominated for sound design and it's a fantasy game. I always think it's harder to make that stuff up versus using existing sounds for car crashes, people talking, guns, machines going off.
You think they
yeah,
would have
what
that for horses, or-
Cyberpunk made completely new music. Everything was new for
Music
that.
is not sound design.
It sound everything. They had new sound. I mean, we're talking about brand new radio stations with made up bands that came up with lore.
Music is not sound. Sound design is more of how, like with Monster Hunter, how they made the sound of all these monster cries. That's sound design. Like, well, if you're fighting the Velkhana, to make that glass shatter sound when you break its armor, they actually took a sledgehammer to a brick of ice to make that sound. That type of sound design.
Yeah, Pixar does that all the time too.
Yeah, not musical, not here's this band,
soundtrack.
here's this band, here's the soundtrack we're gonna put. That's not the sound design they're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, agree to disagree. I think it all melds into the same thing.
Otherwise, it would have been in soundtrack, best soundtrack. You know?
I'll give you a soundtrack. But they
please.
did release a lot of dope ass trailers though.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for some of the shit I saw.
I didn't see. I need to actually finish watching the trailer, but I cannot wait. Even though I don't know how I'm gonna. Hopefully, I can play this on the PC. But Hell's Blade 2.
I don't know
Send you a
what that
song?
is.
Hell's Blade is really
I watched him
good.
play the first game. It's kind of cool.
It's great. Like it's basically it's a Viking like story, like Viking lore and story game, but like the lady has psychosis. So like while you're playing the game, you actually get to feel a simulation of that. Like it's like you hear voices and stuff telling you what to do.
I mean,
what
it
not
looks
to do.
creepy as hell. I just don't
It's
know
one of
how.
the things you play with headphones. It's more of a story-driven game,
Right.
Not
It looks
more
like
like a
it,
game.
yeah.
Like it's a
gameplay-driven one. How's the gameplay?
It's great. Like it's simple, it's fun, like it's engaging and everything, and it's straightforward. I can appreciate a good like one player.
It's really on the rails.
What do you mean?
It's here. You want to?
Yeah.
Come
Oh yeah.
This way. This way.
It's a
Here's
whole
the story.
Okay, yeah.
Pick this up. That's it. That's a collectible. This way to the story.
Like there, I mean, yeah, like it's a story driven game. It's a whole like you do
that.
the next step. Even though you get a little bit of freedom how like what part of the game you want to finish first and everything. But like yes, it's a story game. It's just straightforward.
It looks really pretty.
It is.
I think that Star Wars game is going to be really good.
I'm excited for it, but what's it look like?
It's a quantum, guys. It's a quantum realm, a quantum leap, or whatever.
Yeah. Quantum realm, I think it is.
So it's not.
They did Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human. But this is going to be an action RPG.
How did Detroit Become Human feel?
Listen,
we don't talk about
that. But one thing that did always stand out is they have very good storytelling. That company has very good storytelling.
Well,
so I'm excited from that.
Detroit becomes.
Speaking from experience,
one dark spot.
Yeah, that's what Detroit's like.
Yeah, totally.
Everybody's just trying to become human.
Everyone's a robot. There's a lot of robots.
White, young, and attractive
robots.
Detroit.
So for that one who looks mixed, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But
it looks. It's got me hyped though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the trailers are, like you said, the trailers always do a great job. But I remember those fucking online, the online one that came out.
Yeah.
All the trailers for that. And then you see that gameplay, you're like, what? Ooh. So yeah, I need to see a little bit of gameplay, but I have no doubt in my mind, coming from this particular company, just the fact that they made one of those really great games in the early 2000s says it could be good.
I have to say, I worry more about the story in itself. Like, cause, I mean, granted, if you don't care about the whole story and everything, you just want a good, like, just fun game, cool. But like for me, I hopefully, I don't know, like they kind of flesh the things out. I know he loves the whole games that give you a whole bunch of choices and give you a bunch of endings and shit, but I think he needs to just make a good story instead of worrying about being like a multiple like choices and stuff. At least not too many. Not like Detroit Become Human or like what was that one with fucking
Heavy Rain?
Listen here.
Yeah, not Heavy Rain.
You'll take what they give you.
Yeah, that's true.
What was that trailer that had the cowboy in it that looked like Devil May Cry?
It looked like a 2002 fucking Xbox game.
Like one of those, like one of those first to launch.
I don't remember what it was called.
Because I saw so many advertisements before I actually saw the trailer for it, and then when I watched it, I was like, if I want to watch Dante pretend to be a cowboy, I'll literally play Devil May Cry because that's what he does.
Isn't there a game that came out that looks like that for like the Xbox One or Xbox 360?
I'm almost certain that a game has come out that looked like that almost every 10 years.
Yeah. It looks very 2002.
But
I don't remember what the fuck it's called. And I actually tried looking for it. Mm-hmm. They did have a lot of movie trailers in there too. Oh, they had an Elder Ring cinematic trailer, which was really cool.
They announced that Final Fantasy VII is now on the PC. Which I can finally play it, so I'm happy.
Because he didn't have a PlayStation like every other Final Fantasy fan. So
I never played a Final Fantasy. You keep calling me like I just.
Oh, you sit to this day?
I've never played a Final Fantasy.
I would have thought because all the times I was like, hey, you should play 15. Now that it's right here in front of your face, I'll get around to never playing a Final Fantasy ever.
I didn't want to play like after a while. I was like 15. I'm like, I'm okay. Like I'll play 7 remake.
Oh, and by the way, the game we're thinking about that looks like that cowboy game from like very 2000s.
Yeah.
We're thinking specifically 2005. We're thinking about Dark Watch, Capcom.
Yes.
That game. It's literally the same dude. Van Helsing style cowboy with guns and crosses and shit.
I knew I had seen that before.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
Well, seeing as he brought it up, there is some stuff going on with Final Fantasy VII being launched on a PC and a digital platform like that.
Remake integrate.
So it drops at 70 bones.
Ow!
On a PC on a PC platform.
Yep.
That's $70. That's a lot. That's a lot of money for a game.
pay up, nigga.
That's a lot of money. That's almost $100 for a video game.
Yeah. Welcome.
Nah.
To get the full experience is gonna be like $140 because when the next one comes out.
Yeah, and all that DLC.
Yeah.
So the issue is, one, no one's going to be a fan of $70 video games. What would justify this game being $70?
You have a PS5.
Hold on before you say something stupid as fuck. Hold on.
Damn, you asked, did you just interrupt him?
No, he interrupted me.
No, you. Okay,
the game dropped for free already on other platforms.
Okay.
The game is cheaper on other platforms.
Wait.
So why is it more expensive?
Are you talking about Intergrade? Like the DLC?
Yeah, it's the whole Final Fantasy VII remake.
You said it's dropped for free?
It dropped for free.
The base game dropped for free on PSN for free. And for PC players, this is their only purchasing option.
Well, if you want it for free, I would suggest if you want it for free, get it.
No, I'm saying and it's a year-old game. The game is already dated.
It has no excuse to be
so why is it coming
$70
out at full price like this?
This is the thing.
Shilling.
I'm not shilling. No, you're right. You are completely right because it's Square. From when Kingdom Hearts got released again on the PC, it was literally it was full fucking price, and no one batted an eye. It was like, oh well, I guess we'll buy it. For this game, for me, it's more worth it because I've never played it and I've been wanting to because it looks nice, and I wasn't gonna pay for a $200-$300 game system just to play one game.
My friend.
What?
If people have never played Kingdom Hearts, they can go and spend $60 and get every single Kingdom Hearts game and Kingdom Hearts 3 with the DLC.
Yeah.
Okay.
I cannot say this on the podcast today. I am clean and sober. I stood my ground, and I have not bought the Kingdom Hearts PC edition.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Jairo, and I am a Kingdom Hearts addict.
Unlike some of my friends, you finally grew the fuck up.
Yeah, but I
Stop buying those games.
for now.
Those games are what? A year apart from each other? 2 years apart from each other?
There's still, even if you get all those games, there's still no excuse for how much they cost right now.
Yeah, there's no reason for Final Fantasy VII to be $70.
But it is
$70.
They're
not.
PlayStation 5 games.
They shouldn't be $70.
They are $70.
They shouldn't be $70.
So
they are $70. Look, it just
so. You know what I mean? Just get over it. PC guys, I don't know.
Get over it.
Listen to the corporate show.
I'm not a corporate shill, but I gotta play
a Nintendo show. Shut the fuck up.
I am not a Nintendo shill. I can't wait to talk about my shitty fucking experience with my Nintendo Switch console.
You're twitching.
I can't wait.
All I'm saying is
that's why this is why you get sweaty.
I see.
Wait, man,
live it.
Because I finally beat the Ruin King, League of Legends: The Ruin King. It's an RPG that came out.
Oh yeah.
I played through it. Great game.
Did you finish Arcane?
Did I finish Arcane? Yeah, I finished Arcane. The game was great, but I made the mistake of buying it on the Nintendo Switch. That game was crashing every fucking day. 3 to 4 times a day, that game was going down.
Wait.
And it being an RPG, how often I had to save. Sometimes it would crash in the middle of a boss fight.
No.
So then I would have to replay the last 30 minutes of the game. Constantly. The game is good, but don't buy shit on the Switch as a third-party game.
Please don't. It's only meant for Nintendo games. Only that. No matter how much they tell you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Truly.
Fucking Kingdom Hearts is on cloud gaming. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's bad. It's really bad.
At the end of the day, pay them $70. Okay, stop acting broke. If the rest of us are gotta be broke,
that sounds like broke nigga shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If the rest of us are gotta be broke, you gotta be broke too.
If I gotta do it, everyone's gotta do it. It doesn't matter what the people want.
Goddamn right. Fuck the people. Fuck the people.
What about Australian people?
Fuck them too.
Fuck them too.
Fuck them upside down.
What about people in Brazil? Games are like $400 now for them.
Listen here, baby. I live in
They're
the
trying
United
to
States
survive.
of America.
They're trying to survive.
Piracy is the way.
That's all I care
Listen,
about.
people in Brazil are trying to survive alligators and corona.
I know they're not worried about that.
Yeah, they're worried about games.
They are worried about video game prices. I see.
Anyway,
we're in America, baby. That's all I care about.
There's a couple other trailers that dropped on there that were not game related. They started dropping a lot of movie trailers on the Game Awards.
Saying what is the Game Awards for? Even though they dropped a very goated trailer.
And we're talking about the Sonic 2 trailer,
Sonic
which
the
was
Hedgehog 2.
Yeah, Sonic fans can hold their heads a little higher today.
Yeah.
A little.
Just a little.
We just like.
I mean,
no. Our heads are always held high because we live in cringe.
Hey,
all right?
you guys were eating this past few weeks.
Yeah,
They dropped a trailer for the movie, which looks great, and a game.
And a game.
Supposedly
The
open world
Sonic game, they hired that man. They said Sega hired that man. No talk about 20 years later. Damn, they really hired that motherfucker.
So how do you guys feel about it? Because
Which
knowing that Team Sonic doesn't have the greatest track record with
Do you see
games.
how happy I look? It's affected my whole goddamn mood. My life has changed.
Yes.
Sonic is bringing people joy and happiness.
Walked in here with your back's a little straighter, you know?
Right?
I can finally stop bending over, stuff like that.
shit.
Eating all this.
I started doing stretches and meditating and cooking at home ever since.
Look,
That shit's gonna crash more than Arcane than the fucking League of Legends game.
I was gonna say like we're being built up. You know what? I know what's gonna happen. I see it.
How do you think Sonic is gonna work in an open world? He's gonna be running into trees.
What's bad? Okay. This is what I've heard. What's bad is there's already a rumor out there that people have been playtesting that shit like a year or two ago, and they're like, that shit's garbage. So I don't. Like it don't work.
Listen. Just take today. Okay.
One day at a time.
One day at a
We're
time.
living one day at a time.
Exactly.
Just like my Kingdom Hearts addiction. Take it one day at a time.
Yeah.
Even though he just said the game is good, it's dog shit. We're having a good time.
Hey,
We're gonna have
Look at the power of Sonic.
Look,
yeah.
Look, I don't mind. Like at this point, what I'm actually asking for, I got the bare. My expectations down here. All I want is the game to be finished. It could be dog shit. I just want it to be not a buggy mess. I just want it to be finished.
No, I want bugs. I
don't want bugs.
I want to turn that
How
game
dare
on.
you?
I want to go through a loop. And I want to go up and never come down.
How dare you sit here and chastise me for Bethesda?
Now you're asking for bugs. I thought we were better than him. You're like, I want bugs. He's like, Skyrim and there's.
I said Skyrim system needs an entire update. They can keep the bugs. Just make the thing. Just stop playing the same game from 2001.
You let me alone.
This is like the 5th fucking episode in a row we talked about Skyrim.
This man said, just please let it be finished.
I just want to finish game. I haven't had a finished Sonic game since the fucking early 2010s.
There's always something missing from my fucking plate.
No.
I'm sorry.
The last finished Sonic game we got was Sonic Generations.
Yes. That was like when my brother was 5. It was a long ass time ago. It's from the same team. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. Moving on to better things.
We gotta talk about the trailer now.
The movie looks fantastic.
Yeah.
They took in the reins off.
Yeah.
It's just
Go wild.
full on.
It's
They don't give a
beautiful.
fuck. Great.
So good.
I was
They're giving us
hoping
Knuckles. They're giving us Knuckles the way he was introduced.
They're giving us Eggman.
He's
They're
not,
giving
not
us
an idiot no more. He showed up and he beat the shit out of Sonic. All right, just like Sonic 3.
Because he doesn't chuckle.
He rather flex his muscles.
Exactly.
Look how happy they are.
I hate this so much.
I feel like the dad on Christmas is just standing there with his coffee mug as his kids are opening the presents.
We live in the time where Idris fucking Elba is Knuckles. I am happy.
Yeah, you know.
I am fucking ecstatic. Okay.
at him. It's
And
like-
they
Does
kept
Idris
Tails.
Elba turn down a role? I don't think Idris Elba.
He's the Samuel Jackson of our era.
No,
Literally everything.
How good would that look on the resume when you can put Knuckles, the echidna, and then people are like, oh, that was you?
Yeah,
Bloodsport. Knuckles the Echidna.
No, okay.
Fast and the Furious. That man's legacy.
Yeah.
But no,
Who would have thought Martin Luther King would play Knuckles the echidna?
oh my god.
Oh man.
I am pleased. Also, Tails is being played by the voice actor of Tails, who's been doing it for years now.
Actress.
Oh yeah, okay, actress.
Oh,
And
that's really cool.
Yeah, they actually got a voice. Like I'm happy because she's great. She's been doing her job for
That
10 years now.
Gives me hope that Tara Strong will be able to voice Harley Quinn at some point. Give me the multiverse.
Wait.
You mean again?
Don't get me up.
I want her live action.
You want?
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, she can do it.
Oh,
Don't get
She
me
can
up.
fucking do
no
it.
shit, she can do it.
I've seen her in an outfit for
Oh.
Comic-Con. It was great.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay. Margot Robbie's. Let's
No.
keep that.
We can. Why not both?
Yeah, I know.
Fair enough.
They could just both exist. Let's have, like you said, multiverse. Like DC is looking at Marvel right now. It's like,
Yeah,
we're doing that.
I can't wait for
5
the
years.
Blade.
DC's looking at Sonic going, we're doing that.
I can't wait for the Blade multiverse. We can get Sticky Fingers, Wesley Snipes, and Marshall Ali.
Yeah, totally. I'm with it.
we have to have Whistler in a wheelchair.
what, I'm not.
Listen here, God damn it.
What also moving on, like what also got released, I think it was during, I'm sure they didn't put it, no, they didn't have it during the awards, but Matrix 4 or Matrix 4 little Unreal Engine presentation.
It's the Unreal 5.
Unreal 5. That's what I was gonna say. I was thinking Matrix 5. Like no,
That was
Unreal.
kind of nuts.
Yes.
It looks scary.
It's amazing and frightening because
I said it before. We're here where things look this realistic.
yeah.
thing? This is what you want your games to be like? Everything's just gonna look real now.
Not everybody.
I mean, I want to be Keanu Reeves, obviously.
You want to be Keanu Reeves?
I want to be Carrie Ann Moss.
I mean, they.
It was such a straight face.
I mean,
She ages.
She doesn't. She ages. Yeah,
Very well.
This is great. Her and Keanu just.
Gracefully, but her more so
But
because
someone's missing.
Keanu Reeves got too much
With gray hair.
It's
How
just-
how dare they put Lawrence Fishburne in this fucking thing and not have him actually in the movie? It made me sad. It made me sad.
did they have him in there? I didn't. I didn't watch the whole thing.
They put a clip from the first Matrix in the thing, like he was going through like the past while he was making this metaphorical conversation about the virtual reality in the universe or whatever. And then they had the scene between Neo and Morpheus when he was saying like, he's like, "Is this real?" He's like, "What is real?" What defines like, oh my God, he's not in this movie.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But hey,
Yeah, it's but
the show moves on.
but no, it looked ridiculous. I didn't get this. Like I saw a bit of it I didn't see or I didn't play the game. Yeah, the little experience game, which looks like a movie. It looks like a fucking movie.
They had side by side comparisons. There were shots that the game actually did look better than the movie.
Damn.
Like the lighting was better.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, but you're right. Like I know a lot of people like this, especially for like the more realistic games. So like I'm sure like Call of Duty is gonna look like damn near actual war zone.
I want to. No.
What?
I'll keep that one.
Okay.
He wants to bathe in the blood of his enemies in virtual reality.
Yeah.
Like you want it like when you play the game and something splashes on you, you're like, hey.
Yeah.
You want that reaction?
I want the spittle to just like, I want to.
Careful what you wish for, because then you get into a VR sex chat lobby and then just splatters something different.
You laughed at those weebs fucking those virtual anime girls and the little robot things, but they're paving the way for the future.
They are.
Yeah.
You just said you wanted what they're doing to their little weenuses. All right, you want that feeling on your face.
They're funding the future.
Whoa.
Hey, yo!
Whoa, easy there.
You want to feel what's happening on that screen on you.
You don't have to justify your existence to me.
My existence.
I'm just a fan. That's all. That's all.
Y'all judge them for the same thing you want to do. May not be the
Why do you
same.
always separate yourself them? Why do you always separate yourself from that?
Because that's how he justifies what he said.
You do.
Because that ain't me.
I know what I am.
Because that ain't me.
They need to know.
You know who is themselves, though? Nicolas Cage in this new trailer for the new movie. The overbearing weight of massive talent.
Great.
That is a fantastic name.
I love it.
I already told you guys how
speaks
I felt
true.
last pod
Oh my
about
God.
this. So that's all I have to say.
The trailer finally came out. It's jam packed with talent, and it looks like a fantastic time.
I just love the fact that we've been talking about fucking Nicolas Cage for over a year now.
We've been
And
talking
it's been nothing.
Yeah.
But
This is your
it's great. It's crazy.
This is your hub for all Nicolas Cage news.
We praise the Cage.
We're gonna
here.
get Nicolas Cage shirts.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Oh my God! I want
We
the
should do
biggest-
merch.
Yeah.
This just
We can do
in.
it.
We're actually a Nicolas Cage podcast, and sometimes we talk about X-Men. That's like the only other thing.
Jokes on
we
you.
talk about more.
Joke's on you. We're actually Nicolas Cage.
You gotta put like little Nicolas Cage faces on all of us.
Yeah.
Like those bad NBA meme videos. Like,
Yeah. I wake up from simulation. What?
Which Cage is everybody? Those many faces of Cage.
I'm like 2000s Nicolas Cage, where you could tell like, ooh, these movies he's getting himself into. These aren't good.
Like Wicker Man,
yeah,
Nicolas
that,
Cage.
that area.
Yeah.
Where
Hey,
it was
I'm- Clarence is Con Air, fresh out of the
Oh, yeah.
bus with the wind.
Totally.
With the,
Vampire's Kiss.
oh no!
yeah.
Oh God!
Moving on from the wonder that is the god Nicolas Cage.
It's a good. It's going to be a great movie.
Sure it is.
Yeah, that's
You already know what it is. You
yeah.
see Nick Cage, the next thing you're gonna do is put your butt in the seat to watch it.
pretty much.
Yeah. We can talk about how Netflix committed a sacrificial murder,
An offering.
an offering to the gods.
The movie guys, they've killed Cowboy Bebop after a week.
And they took that power and they shoved it in the little boy with a blue case.
And said, we're going to make, all right, my boy.
And now we have a
Meg.
super fighting robot.
Yep.
Mega Man is getting a live action movie produced by Netflix. It is going to be a fucking chaotic mess.
Look,
I'm ready.
I like the fact that they have less to work with, which makes me more excited.
Yeah, what is the Mega Man story?
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
No,
Which one?
let's not do
Mega
that.
Man or Mega Man X?
Oh,
Let's
Jesus.
not do it. Let's not do it. First of all,
Listen, this is what Mega Man is. Mega Man
You
is
gonna tell me?
a little boy.
Yeah.
He just runs around beating up other robots, and then he like sucks their soul,
And
just
then-
like it sucked Cowboy Bebop's soul.
And
Yes, he
then,
did.
there's a story about the virus going around and infecting other robots, and then there's a racism with the Reploids.
Oh Lord.
dude, are you like all I think about is like the cartoon, like Mega Man goes up to Cowboy Bebop like, "Hey, high five, young dude," and then they copy the pie. Yeah.
Listen,
man.
all I want is Zero, and I want Zero to be played by Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
How dare you put that in the universe?
Johnny Young Box is still alive.
Who?
Okay.
First of all,
The voice for
they
Zero.
won't-
The current voice.
He knows
Netflix
who
is
it is.
not.
The current voice.
Netflix is not going to get the actual voice actors, no
They
matter
don't
how
give a
cheap
fuck
they
about
are.
them.
They
They
don't
can
care.
get, they can get one of the older ones. They get the same one who did Mega Man X4.
That doesn't push a movie. Why do you think they got Chris Pratt to be Mario?
Why
Because Nintendo doesn't give a
why did they
fuck.
get Chris Pratt to
Exactly.
be
And you
Mario?
think Netflix does?
Was that to push us?
No, exactly. Shut the fuck up.
And I do love how Chris Pratt came out and said, "I'm not doing the Italian
Yeah.
accent."
Oh my god! Even
The
if he,
one time he wanted you to be racist.
No one would have batted an eye that time, Chris. Screenshots are there forever, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't finish the Cowboy Bebop series. I still can't believe there's people who are really upset about this.
Then it got canceled. Like the anime only had one season. What
Seriously.
else? They
Like,
literally copied and pasted the anime. What
Yeah,
you thought
just-
they were gonna have a unique thought in their mind to come up with more lore?
all I kept seeing from the series, besides people saying it was dog shit, was the fucking screenshot of what Ed looks like, and I was like,
I still haven't. I don't want to see it.
It's great.
I
It's
don't want
great.
to see
It's
it.
great.
I
It's
don't want to see
great.
it. I'm scared.
it was so scary.
I really do need someone to sit me down and
watch it.
explain to me. I'm going to watch on my own time.
Okay.
Like, explain to me exactly where they went wrong with this. Because as far as I'm watching it, if they try to take the anime and capture the anime delivery, they did.
They
And
did.
It's like, hey, we told you don't want to see this on the TV screen, and people kept on saying, yes, we do. So now you got it, and now you're mad.
Maybe I have. Granted, it's been years. I still have I have the DVD box set of Cowboy Bebop. It's been a long time since I went through it.
I've never went through it.
And
I've never went through it consistently.
like I watched
order.
I watched the whole thing like at least twice or in my lifetime. But I just like when I watched the first couple, like I think the first 10-15 minutes of the first episode and everything, it was way like I don't remember Cowboy Bebop being that goofy. Like it's anime, yes, but it wasn't super over the top where it was like silly. It had its little fun points and stuff, but it was just it felt just cool. It felt like jazz. It felt easy,
Smooth.
It felt smooth.
This feels cartoonish.
Yeah, exactly. It just felt like like I'm like
It
that
feels
was never
like from the 2 episodes that I watched, it felt one at your place and then one at my place. It felt like I was literally watching a couple of really dedicated fans.
Yeah.
Try to recreate an episode.
It
shot
looks
by
like
shot. Their
it-
performances, everything.
Yeah, it looks like you're just walking by in a con and two nerds are just reenacting
Yeah.
scenes.
yeah.
That's what it feels like.
And I'm entertained. I'm entertained, baby.
And the thing about it to me that kind of pulls me out of it, and I can appreciate that. Like, God, I'm really of two minds on it. But ultimately, I ended up just, once I found that it was canceled, I just kind of stepped away altogether.
Yeah.
But it's like, we've had this talk amongst anime fans when things get pulled over to live action.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do we want them to, how faithful do we want them to stay? Right?
Right.
Like, we say that we want them to stay faithful, but when they do that, we get something like
Yeah.
this. And it's like, this is clearly something we don't want. Right?
Be faithful, but not.
Yeah,
like,
not
not
that
like
faithful.
that.
You know,
Not like that.
put some, because Ghost in the Shell, for as flawed as that fucking movie was, it was a recreation of some of their more popular scenes, but it came through their own style. Like, it wasn't like I was literally watching them recreate the movie up until that point. Like, they put their little, like, I want more of that. Like, I think they could have served from a season 2. Maybe they can learn what not to do, but clearly that's not the case.
That's not- no.
I don't get that why people are, like, super mad about it. You know,
Well, like it being existing.
yeah, like it canceling. Either side,
being canceled.
honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like for let's just say on the side of it, people are really mad that it got canceled. Like, have you seen it? Like, it could.
I don't know.
could go.
Like there's a bunch. It's very split, or not. It's mostly like there's
You either love it or hate it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
pretty
it's either gonna like you're gonna think like, oh, this is a fun time, or this is shit. Like
I can go without it.
I'm in
go
the
without it.
mind that this is shit.
Yeah, like it's and I do completely agree. Like there hasn't, it's which like anime live action right now is going through its phase of like if it keeps going. Like depend like if they can marathon through it to get to like actually like a good formula, it'll be great. But they have to go through these rough patches, and we're gonna see that we're gonna be seeing a
Cowboy Bebop will be remembered as the X2 of our generation.
yes.
or we could take the high road and say, if you just respected animation as a medium it is, you wouldn't have to do live action remakes.
No.
Anyway.
That's a whole different argument. But it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but
Listen, the thing for me that also made it, I can almost deal with the cheesy spot for spot anime adaptation. Like for some people, you're into that. I'm in the camp where it's like, it's not great. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I can live with it. I just hate that for the casting, the action in Cowboy Bebop, as we vividly remember, is
it was
nice.
it was like
is
smooth. It's great.
And the actors are, I'm not saying they're at an age, but certainly they shouldn't be doing their own stunts because the shit's slow. You know what I mean? Like it was slow as hell.
And very very
like,
rigid.
Yeah, like I want to like do that arrow shit. Cut to the back of their forehead and some 5'5" dude doing a backflip.
And
they don't,
or at least try to do like a full fight scene without jarring edits in the middle of it.
Holy shit!
They can give us camera angles because it doesn't match well.
No, not at all.
Like yeah.
Yeah, but how do you guys feel about the Mega Man movie? Are you guys excited?
I am happy that the Smash Brothers the universe is being slowly made.
Oh God,
I can't wait. I can't
Whatever.
wait for
I said it before and I'll say it again. I will be there every fucking time until they get it right. Every
you're
time.
gonna be there for a long time.
I'll be there for a long ass time.
Just like these fighting communities have been sitting there playing with shit netcodes until the heroes emerge from the Shadowlands. The fans have taken it into their own hands to create rollback mods.
Always, they've been working in the shadows, like Iron Man, pounding in their fucking caves.
in their cage.
Straps.
We have community efforts from the Dragon Ball Fighter Z community and the Smash Bros. Community doing rollback mods for their online experiences. So now they can probably just download that instead of going through things like Parsec to have really good connectivity.
Is Nintendo allowing this mod to be live?
That was my.
That's my question.
I'm looking at you the same way Nintendo's looking at them. Serious?
So I mean, it's all for naught at the end of the day.
What are they going to do? They can send them a C&D, but I guarantee you they're just going to drop that shit regardless. And you can't prove that it's them that's dropping it.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Look,
but what does that mean when fans are taking over and making their own networks for your shitty games? It shows you that this is what they want.
It shows you that this it could be better, and you're not making it better. And the whole community knows that. This was showcased in the past, and we talked about it with Street Fighter V when they had their own rollback they had their own version of rollback netcode, and it clearly was not the best version that it could be. Nope. And the fans and players expressed this and told Capcom during the Street Fighter V beta period that this is what's wrong with your version of rollback netcode, and this is how you fix it. People who actually used it, and it's really strange because GGPO is free and open source to use, so there's no reason for them to even try to do differently. But they never fixed it. To this day, never fixed it. And when someone came out and made their own mod that fixed their netcode, they actively canned it.
Yeah, you don't get to fix my plumbing. My plumbing is shit because I want it to be shit. I like that smell.
Goes in, fucks up the plumbing. Anyway, I liked it like this. Get out my fucking house.
Do you hear that rattling? It puts me to sleep at night. Get the fuck out.
See this shit though, especially right now, like what's happening with fighters and stuff. Like they're
finally stepping into the future.
There is absolutely no more excuses for these companies, and I hate that now because I kept getting these excuses over the years about like why we don't have netcode in these games. Well, they can't go back and rework the fucking shit.
Apologists, and then fucking NRS Systems did it with Mortal Kombat 10.
Exactly.
They came out of nowhere and said, "All right, look, we know our netcode's shit, so here's a good working one." It was great.
Yeah, but they care about their fans.
Yeah.
And they cared about something at that point in time, and
Look,
it was the right move. It was the right move.
But it was like that. There goes like. Then we need to stop trying, like you said, like we need to stop bringing these apologists and actually push these fucking companies to fix their fucking games or fix it ourselves. Like
I'm glad you said something like that because we have 2 betas going on right now. We got the King of Fighters 15 beta and the Dungeon Fighter Duel, DNF Duel beta, and it's a stark contrast because SNK, salute. Yes. Y'all did every goddamn thing right for this beta. It's fantastic. I want to rub your feet. You did great. You gave us an offline mode so we can feel the game offline. You gave us an online mode so we can feel the game online.
That's how you know he was a true Sonic fan. He's like rubbing. He went straight for the feet.
And only another Sonic fan will recognize the signs.
Yeah. I know.
Game.
I know who I am.
His ears perked up.
Yeah.
He's like, feet?
You should have seen his eyes.
And they gave us an offline training mode so we can mess around with the game and its mechanics. And the game feels good everywhere you go. And that's a great thing. And then you have the Dungeon Fighter beta where they dropped the game. They said, hey, there's a Dungeon Fighter game coming out. And then a year later, they dropped 10 character trailers and they dropped system mechanic trailers on their YouTube channel. And they said, here's a beta coming out in 2 days. And the beta is online player match only with no move list. So you have no idea what you're doing with these characters.
Good luck.
And yeah, good luck. I played it and I had a blast.
I know. Everyone's on the same
Both games are really fun to play. It's just the Dungeon Fighter package is a little less enticing than the King of Fighters package if you're looking at them from, any other view.
I'm still like, what? You see, that's the name of the game?
DNF Duel. Dungeon Fighter Duel.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds great.
I've never heard of this.
The battle system is made by the same people who did Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. They also did Tatsunoko vs. Capcom and some people's personal favorite, Fate Unlimited Code, a.k.a. Fuck.
Excuse me?
Fate Unlimited Code. Fuck. FUC.
Never heard of it till today.
Why haven't I heard of this sooner?
It's one of those.
It's a fate. Yeah, it's a fate. I know what it is. Fate is just big titty long sword.
It's
because it used to be
every
a
man in
game.
It wasn't.
So I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it started.
Didn't you show me that game?
I didn't.
Whoa.
No, don't paint me in that light.
Whoa!
I swear,
I gave you the truth.
I think you gave it. Yeah,
I gave you the truth. I have never seen an episode of Fate in my entire life.
I have.
I haven't seen an episode. I haven't seen a still image. I've seen like 1 or 2 fight scenes, and I know Saber's in
Everyone's
Melty
Saber.
Blood.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't know nothing about no Fate.
It's I liked it.
You would.
I did. What else we got? We can say R.I.P. to the creator of Transformers who passed away recently.
Yeah.
You were really, you really wanted to harp on this.
Yeah, it's just like it's one. I didn't. Okay, one. I have to say I did not know that Transformers was made by one person, or at least there was a creator. I honestly thought it was just like a manufactured by a company to sell toys.
It kind of was. They had that the Toys That Made Us on Netflix.
Yeah.
I watched it. Yeah, that guy, he really put a lot of passion into all those designs.
Yeah, Henry Orenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to Henry Orenstein, who gave us some of the most iconic toys.
Yep.
That I got as hand-me-downs.
And
rip to one of the goats, just like rip to fucking Godzilla's ass when he wants to step to the Power Rangers.
That is a tasteless segue.
First of all, Godzilla can look.
A new, what is it? It's going to be a 6-parter or something.
Yeah.
It's a comic line of Godzilla versus the Power Rangers.
Yes.
The most out of control mashup I've heard. This is a fucking fever dream.
They finally did it.
What juice does Rita Repulsa have to give Godzilla to stand a chance against these teenage gods?
Yeah. He's
the god of lizards.
He is ridiculous.
If he gets a Power Ranger style Megazord suit,
oh my god, a fusion!
I would lose my fucking.
I want that toy
mind.
so bad. Make it happen. It will.
That will be the only thing that will bring me to this series. Outside of that, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm asleep. I don't give a fuck about this series.
Limp dick it, and instead of making them look cooler, they just turn them into Space Godzilla.
You just like.
I hope
Godzilla.
I hope somehow Tommy starts playing the flute, and then the
and then Godzilla starts doing orange justice.
Yes.
Godzilla for Fortnite. Let's do it. But no, I know.
Don't put that in the ether because it's already
coming.
There's already a drawing. There's already a drawing in somebody's desk of Godzilla in Fortnite.
Look, you give him a gun, it's fine.
I want to see The Rock carry Godzilla on his shoulders like we all know he can.
Look, I know all of the four of us and everything. I'm the only one who's really excited for this. I just can't. I just like a lot of people. Like people have been waiting for this. Honestly, for years, have thought about Godzilla.
Have they?
Yes, people. That's all. Like everyone who reposts.
This is news to I.
You and Young are the only people that know are like super excited.
Power
for
Ranger
this.
fans. Power Ranger fans are also Godzilla fans, and we've been waiting for this matchup. So we've been waiting for this. We didn't know we wanted it until it happened. Then we all knew this is exactly right. This is what was meant to be.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
How much did you leak when you read it?
So much.
Well, I'm
like, what? At first I thought it was fan art. Like, what the fuck is this? This is some good fan. Oh, whoa, it's a comic?
What type of deviant art fever dream is this?
Exactly.
I was going to ask, do you have any information on who the writer is or artist?
I think it's the same people who've been writing and making the series up until now.
It's been a couple of different people.
There's
a bunch of people. A bunch of people writing the Power Ranger series at this point in time. No, I was just curious because is it more like the people who did Batman Ninja Turtles or Power Rangers Ninja Turtles or just
it says Bun Williams. I just looked at the cover, I guess.
Okay.
And it has Bun Williams 2 and Dollhouse.
Did any of them work on the Shattered Grid comics? Because that's kind of what it looks like.
I'm aware of Williams too. He's an artist he's been an artist for DC. He did some Power Ranger stuff. So, yeah, that tracks. But what was the last name?
Bun BUNN.
Like Cullen Bun?
Perhaps. I'm clicking into Games Radar now. We are looking at. Give me a second.
Because if it's him, then...
So it's going to be a monthly 5-issue series written by Cullen Bunn from Deadpool, Green Lantern, illustrated by Freddie Williams 2, Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, He-Man, and Thundercats. Using an ancient artifact, Rita Repulsa transports herself to a universe where she'll be free of the Power Rangers. She unwillingly finds herself in a world with aliens and kaiju, including the most famous kaiju of all, Godzilla. Rita tries to annihilate Godzilla with her own brand of monsters and is followed to Godzilla's universe by the Power Rangers, who wind up toe-to-toe with the king of monsters themselves.
Yes. Hey, man. Hey, superfan. If you're super excited about something, maybe that comes from you next time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know? Because you announced it. I wanted to know. I wanted this information.
Look, I honestly wasn't even sure it was going to
make it on the docket. My man don't read the comics in the docket.
I know.
You think you're going to read an article?
We know that King doesn't read the comics.
First of all, all I did was I saw the cover. I'm like, this is good. I don't even know if it's going to make it a docket, but I shot my shot, and then everyone was like, wow, that's weird. I don't care about it, but we can talk about it.
We're reading it. What you talking about?
Oh, yeah, we're going to read it.
Are we reading it?
Oh, yeah, we're going to read it.
I mean, you're not going to read that crossover.
I mean, Cullen Bunn is just like wrapping up Basilisk and 2 other comic books that I like.
Is she the one doing Basilisk?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. So, I mean, I'll take it. I'll read the first issue.
Didn't also Rita just get in, I think she's also in Power Rangers now, the Shattered Grid fighting game. That was
she is.
Yeah. She sounds great. Have you heard her?
Mm-hmm.
She sounds exactly like she does in
that game. Deserves more love.
It's great.
We also, keeping in tune with the comics, the new X-Men lineup for 2022 has been announced, and Destiny of X looks really fucking good.
We're talking almost 9 titles.
Yeah, so it is Immortal X-Men, Marauders, X-Force, Knights of X, which is the follow-up to Excalibur. X-Men's going to keep going. Legion of X, Wolverine, New Mutants is going to continue, and X-Men Red.
Yeah. Can y'all just calm down?
No.
Just for a little bit?
Give me all.
No.
Listen,
bring the Armada.
I just finished
X-Men, bro.
I just finished X-Force, and I finished New Mutants the week prior to, and X-Force can they can slow down on X-Force.
Can we get like a break? Give us like a 4-month break on X-Men?
But yeah, these start in March, so we do have a
March,
Okay.
April.
Okay.
yeah. So we do have a time. Once Inferno finishes, there's going to be I think a few like giant sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the new series start in April and March.
Okay.
So we got some time.
Okay.
Just getting bombarded with great content.
Yeah, what gives you time to catch up on Marauders? Gives y'all time to catch up on all this shit.
So we're not reading anything else.
Cassandra Nova is joining the Marauders. That pruny old bitch that took over Xavier's body at some point. She is back. And people were going off the handles in the Twitter universe.
I don't even
Isn't
respond to
that
Twitter anymore.
wasn't she Charles's forgotten sister?
Yes, sure.
She is like a Shi'ar spirit that they believe in, and there's a whole story.
It's a whole
But
thing.
she took over his body, and yeah, she's back in her own body, I guess. I don't know. I don't try to keep up with the lore anymore. I just take it.
X-Men is old. X-Men retcon. X-Men do a lot.
Just feed me what you're gonna feed me, and I will be happy with the pork and beans you gave me.
Right.
You're right.
I'm mostly excited for the Knights of X. Actually, I just finished up Excalibur, and I was kind of hesitant when I first read it, but it got pretty spicy towards the end. And Knights of X looks like it's going to continue that spice. So I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to the Immortal X-Men. Marauders has been dope. New Mutants, as much as I dogged it, it's become one of my favorite ones. So I'm looking
forward to X-Men and X-Men Red.
Yeah.
I'm interested. It sounds cool. I'm loving where X-Men is going. I just got caught up with that not too long ago.
What is X-Men Red? Like, what is that about?
I have no idea. That's the only one I haven't looked into.
Yeah. It's not like it's like they're all super gone into. I'm just saying, like, if they're doing an X-Men with a color, it just means a team of other like seemingly more extreme versions.
I'm
of
hoping Omega
team.
Red.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, yeah, like
So-
Give that tentacle monster his own fucking team. He'd be a weirdo.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to anything that kind of follows the X-Men trend that I've been on so far. I'm really looking forward to be honest, all of it. I want to know how this is all going to shake out after Inferno's over with. Like, I want to know how Inferno's going to end that will make all these new things. Like, because like I said, man, X-Men has been on a resurgence, and last 2 years just straight owning. So, whatever happens, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I went to CTE too, and I scoured all the comic book stands looking for the big Bible. I got the big boy.
what is that?
That's the omnibus.
It is House and Power.
Oh,
House and Power of X, omnibus. It is heavy. I saw a child get smacked with it at C2E2. I'm pretty sure he got a concussion.
It's literally a phone book of information.
It is gigantic. I presented it to a couple people last night and tried to goat them into reading it. Seeing the size of it, everybody just cowered in fear.
Damn.
This is like a fucking anime fans like, hey, One Piece, and they're like,
that's volume 1 of One Piece. You need a whole fucking those encyclopedia like shelves that they used to sell, like it would come with like 300 books.
Yeah,
that's what the One Piece.
Do they have any hard copies of that?
There's a hardbound copy of that. That's the one I want.
Yeah, that's the one I found.
It'll just be harder to fucking read because how pages run into the middle.
Right.
How come they never fixed that issue?
Because they don't give a shit.
Yeah, just put like a little wider frame.
Just offset the books a little bit and make them a little wider.
Listen to you trying to shake up how books are made. Listen,
What? How to improve?
we don't like change.
We don't.
I also picked up the omnibus for We Live.
I was like, oh my god!
I walked right in, and Aftershock had his own gigantic stand. Yeah,
Nice, good for them.
So-
they didn't have a stand last time.
I would.
yeah, it was really cool.
What I would actually like whenever I get like a house or something or just like a vinyl thing. I want the soundtrack on vinyl. The soundtrack is really fucking good.
They did. They also confirmed that We Live Volume 2 will be starting in March. So
Shit,
I'm excited for that too.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very cool. I know what it is.
He doesn't want to touch it.
I don't deserve to touch it.
With that being said, you guys turned me on to some pretty kind of disturbing news. We can close up with this. NFT Necromancy.
NFT is the bane of our new existence.
So this NFT... Explain this to me, because you told me earlier, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. They're using dead celebrities to push NFTs?
They are using the faces, the visages of beloved people to push these stupid ass NFTs again.
Yep.
And
who is doing this, by the way?
Well, like
we got a hint from was it actually Marvel, or there's somebody
Marvel
running Stan Lee's account?
Marvel owns, if I believe but Marvel owns the estate of Stan Lee, if I'm correct, ever since, because that was one of the problems, that before he died and everything, he was fucked over completely by Marvel. And yeah, they basically upped his account again. Granted, I didn't know. Apparently, he's been doing this. They've been doing this to his account for a while now.
Wait, they use
like
out of it,
like making like having him sell stuff on his like.
We're sure
Twitter
this is
account.
Marvel doing this, because that sounds pretty fucking tasteless. I mean, I bet they screwed the guy over, but
yeah,
publicly, like to use his man's
and now they're using
NFTs.
They said like, hey, I've basically what the gist of what the tweet was like, hey, you know, these Stan Lee loved inclusion and stuff like that and diversity. So here's one of his favorite Native American superheroes.
Chakra the Invincible?
Yes,
Debuts in his own NFT collection.
Yeah, come buy it, please, and it'll go to charity or some shit, maybe.
That kind of
sure does. Just like who else they get?
Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Oh,
another guy who got fucked over and he couldn't even make money off of his own face and his own products.
Not even his son can't use his name. Wow. He can't. His name is Steve or Charles or something Ross, but he can't paint under his name because it conflicts with Bob Ross's image.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's a whole documentary about it. It's really
Bob
fucked
Ross,
up.
You know, one thing that Bob Ross loved: two things:
cocaine
and NFTs.
Painting and NFTs. Like,
I thought it was cocaine.
Hey, he did. Okay,
the man was a shroom head, and you know it.
Yeah.
And they also got George Floyd NFTs.
Well, you know, that's one thing that George Floyd loved more than counterfeit, bills were NFTs.
Yep.
You know, George talked about NFTs often when he was around. Jesus Christ, this is tasteless.
Yeah,
this is awful.
This is the
all images of people who have passed and are no longer in this world physically.
Cannot wait for the KFC.
Can't believe that
the Colonel NFT.
Stan Lee came back from the dead just to push and peddle NFTs.
I thought it would be to talk about Spider-Man, but no NFTs.
No.
I can't wait for the Malcolm X NFT.
Oh my god!
I guarantee you, there's one out there already.
Probably
100%. There's 100 of them.
Hey y'all, he said, "Stay woke and get these NFTs.
Stay woke and don't go broke.
Get on this blockchain, boy.
Look, it's an investment. All right.
I don't even know what they are anymore.
They're non.
I do love the guys. They're like jumping in, like. And like right click and save is mine now, boys. Like all these NFT pirates going around just stealing JPEGs.
It's basically
they call them rock clickers. It's great.
I have a digital receipt for this.
Okay.
That will digitally say you own this less than this 25-cent this nickel headband. All right.
We need,
and I sold you that receipt
another
for $25,000.
Global mass extinction event.
We need a plague.
We need a meteorite to strike and just take us all out. We are laughing in the face of God.
It's just money laundering everyone's face.
Yeah,
pretty much. Just like fucking Bitcoin was for a little bit, and then now
look at it.
Now it's NFT. Yeah.
Yep, we need an extinction event. Sam, don't take her hand. Don't take Amelie's hand. Let her walk on the beach.
Wait, what?
I don't know where that.
What?
I don't know what the reference was.
It's for Death Stranding. We can end the world. A mass extinction event will take place if I don't take this white woman's hand and walk with her.
Oh.
Isn't he white too?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not white. That's why I refer to her as white. So yeah. At the end of the game, our only choices are we either take her hand and end the world together, or I let her, or I don't go with her and I save the world or whatever. That was a
save the world though.
Well, yeah. Let's just
Only
meteorite
few people
place.
A few people understand.
With that, I think we're wrapped up with everything we had to talk about.
When it comes to the news,
we can move on now to comic book reviews.
Hey, I'll do it.
Oh,
okay.
I apologize.
Comic book reviews, yay! There. Okay. All right.
You okay? You starting to sweat?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I don't sweat.
You don't sweat.
I'm a god.
I do love that sweater you have on though.
I wish it were true.
It's not. Clarence glared at you when you came in.
You
were so angry.
And you know why he did it. You know why? Because we
I know what kind of dog you want.
Yeah, but
Shut the fuck up.
They didn't have that shirt, so I just got this one because it's cute.
He's flying false colors.
That's fine. I'll find a way to sleep.
And it will come soon.
Hey, fuck you. From DC, Batgirls #1. I did not get a chance to read this book.
Tell me how good this book was.
Yes.
It was so good that I don't remember a single page of it. You're not
as good as me.
So I have been avoiding it. As we've discussed before, I am keeping up with the Batman lore begrudgingly.
What a soldier!
By the way, I'm done. I read his last Batman book. He has left Gotham. He found people that were like in Batman Inc. He's no longer even in Gotham. Like, I don't know what's happening. I'm done.
They're leading up to Batman International, whatever.
Again?
I don't think didn't we do that before?
Yeah. Like Batman
and no one liked it.
Yeah.
No. So
you had a stupid light on your chest.
So
yeah.
they've been pushing this new series, the Batgirl series, at the end of different Batman books. And I haven't been avoiding it because I think it's bad. I've been avoiding it because it's not for me. The way it's written, the way it looks, it's super beautiful. It's super dope.
I love looking at it.
I just don't care about the story.
Yeah.
In essence, there is a hacker that is kind of toppling Barbara's network, and they're trying to fight against him.
Oh, Barbara's network. Oh.
This hacker, if it's the first person in the Fuse Fruit panels, looks like a 10-year-old, just like Gorilla's reject.
She looks like fucking Ed mixed with like Noodle. Yeah,
right. It's like a Gorilla's like reject who's terrorizing this fucking computer analyst.
Yikes.
So Barbara and the two other Batgirls have moved in together after the destruction of the clock house in Fear State.
Oh, that's cute.
And it's a coming of age story of Barbara being a mom and is really dating her. And they do quirky, funny little cute things, but it's written specifically for
the younger audiences,
early 20s, going into college girls, and it's really cool. It's written decently. It's just it's not for me.
Yeah. Gotcha. Fair enough.
It's like I read it too, and it's like it's all right. It feels like it was way too longer than it needed to be for a first issue. Like it just felt like it just kept going. And like you said, I don't care about Cass and Seth. I just don't. I don't know why you think granted, if it feels like I should have been reading the whole time to actually care, but even you have and you don't care. So, unless this is the first time they showed up in a while.
No. They, like I said, they've been sprinkled through Fear State, and they have had a build up to this in pretty much every Batman book for the past. They've had like little like side issues where at the end of the book they'll have like a 3-page or a 5-page little spread leading up to this.
Yeah.
To get you acclimated with the characters and kind of show you it was cool. It was just
not the demo you're going for.
Yeah.
And then like for a first issue, it's just really not that interesting. I wouldn't pick up. I think I would be done.
I will say Stephanie is adorable. She is quickly becoming one of my favorite Batgirls. I'll put that on record.
Okay, fine.
But I will not be coming back to this.
I know. With that said, I'm done.
Yeah, one caveat. Now I'm done. All right. From Marvel, The Thing, number 2.
This had me laughing.
The Next Big Thing, Part 2. I'll let you guys go if you want to talk about that because
you're the Thing expert here.
You're the Ben Grimm guy.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll just
give me your
this.
thoughts.
I don't want to set a negative mood here, but I'm like,
okay. If you don't want to set a negative mood, I can try and like pussyfoot around that. This feels again. This is one of these type of dated books that feels like it came out in a different age of comic books.
Indeed.
And here it is in front of us.
Indeed.
The only reason why I put up with it is because it is obviously retconning something, and they're going back to the 70s, and they're gonna retcon something that's gonna follow through in this new story in the new books. So that's the only reason why I'm kind of like, all right, there's a reason why they're writing him like this.
Like, you know what? This feels like it's the Thing who's telling me the story happened to him, and he's sitting down over, like, me and him are sitting down over a couple of beers, and he's telling me this story. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Like this, I don't know, man. Like I'm not. I mean, honestly, the Thing is okay. Like as in general, as like the first issue got me. Like I was interested, but now it seems like they're showing more of the hand. And like they don't got much, and I'm like, and like they had the one.
They're stretching it.
They're stretching a little, yeah. Like that, they have that one interesting thing we all know that keeps happening in the background. I'm like, what's going on with that? And we're doing all these other things, and I don't care.
They're introducing characters back to back. Of
like characters and whole concepts that makes you wonder, how does that fit in the world? Wait, we never talked about this before in
the two characters that they introduced that I liked both died within this book. Literally like 3 panels away from each other.
Was one of them the prospector?
Yeah, that old man, that homeless old man. he was like mildly racist, but like
mildly
endearing.
An endearing racist.
like most sewer people.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, they can't they live in, it was a different time.
They live in fucking New Manhattan. That's just under the
just
city.
Under New York.
Not even that far under, mind you.
Yeah,
it's just like right there.
They took a manhole and they were down there.
They were in the porch.
You can hear them talking.
Yeah. You get when they barbecue, you can smell it.
I'm like, guys, why don't you just leave? No one leaves the sewers.
Or we'll kill them.
What the hell smells like boiled rat?
I am gonna address Walter Mosley directly at this point in time.
Whoa.
Oh fuck.
You better land this fucking thing smooth as fuck.
Get it?
Okay?
Get it?
No more turbulence from here on out. Okay? Because what the fuck is this? I hated this issue.
Yeah.
Like, okay, God damn. The Fantastic Four, in my personal experience, they just do not have a lot of. We don't get a lot of black folks. The Fantastic Four don't know a lot of black people, aside from Storm and T'Challa, the two, right? So you know what Drew?
What about Falcon?
I said
they
the
don't
two,
invite them
I
over.
said the two names.
Yeah.
I said the two names. Okay, that's it. So
they don't even know Miles Morales is black.
They're like, so they
think he's brown. They think he's Mexican.
They just see some hooded young person like swinging through the air, like oh, Spider-Man.
Which one is that?
One of the Hispanic ones.
One of them.
There's like 7.
One of those colored.
Reed was like one of those colored. Reed. I mean, his costume, it's very bright now.
Look at it.
Flamboyant.
Listen, the Fantastic Four don't get a lot of engagements with black people outside of the 2 names that I just named. So one of the many draws to this book, aside from how beautifully it's drawn, was the inclusion of like so many black characters, like this new love interest for Ben, this seemingly interesting new character just 1 issue ago.
Yeah.
And then don't forget the little boy that was a master navigator of the sewer system,
and throws out vibranium gauntlets,
which I like. But this issue kind of like expanded on this other character a little more, and
expand. I'm gonna start calling him Skr.
I'm very concerned with that. Like this
Hot Wheels.
This was super weird because he's like, I'm gonna this big black dude shows up. I'm gonna kidnap this woman because she's my property now.
My straight Donkey Kong this girl.
Like, you don't want to marry me or be with me, then you'll like. What happens if Ben doesn't come rescue her?
She dies.
She either
marries him or dies.
Yeah. And if you marry him, some things are going to take place that she may not be interested in. You see what I'm getting at here? Like,
I hate the fact we didn't get like a hint of that. We got a little bit of hint.
No, I don't want to hint of that.
Like, no, I'm saying we had a hint of that, like in the last issue at the very end, like how he just kind of like bursted. And
I didn't get that from the first issue. I just thought bad guys showing up in Fantastic Four story. I didn't think.
Yeah, his mental health went like sideways really, really fast.
Yeah, I want to know what everyone else's mental health would look like if some weird demon creature put its hands in our hearts and pulled it out, turned it black, and put it back in.
I just think that this is a huge detour from the first issue, which pulled me in. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm just saying, I would really hope from this point out, like, let's. You kind of lost me a little bit here.
Like the writing in itself just seemed like took a huge pivot for some reason.
There were too many fucking things going on here.
Yeah, it's literally threw a whole bunch of shit at
people. You get these other characters. You get this little black kid, which I liked. I thought the little black kid that was leading down the sewers. We don't know he's evil yet.
He's evil.
Next issue, he'll be evil, but for right now, it's just
he's gonna die of a heart attack too.
God, not. I hope Ben, whatever. It's cool. I hope Ben's relationship with Oprah Winfrey goes really well.
Thank you. Thank you. I asked the same shit. I was like, this fucking Oprah?
Yeah, I was like, this is Oprah. But yeah, I'm really shaky on this one. Didn't enjoy it as much. Whatever. Hope the next one's better. I'm done. All right. And I love Ben Grimm.
Yeah, this hurt you.
I'm sorry.
I didn't like this at all. It felt nasty.
I don't like that.
It felt.
I wish I would have seen your face as you were reading it.
As I was like, the fuck's going on here?
Like you just ate a sour piece of cake.
Yeah.
When I got to the sewer part and they kind of explained, that's Bill. He killed a lot of us. They're all right there.
Did you see how many skeletons were just in that room?
It's a fucking labyrinth of dead bodies.
I'm like, guys,
Are you gonna clean that?
Are you gonna explain that?
I was like, do you guys have cops down here? Or you just let everyone do whatever? What is
this? Do you think
the corner?
Cops in the sewers?
I was literally standing there like,
didn't he get his powers like the other day?
Yeah,
he went on a fucking murder spree and they're just
hours.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna kill a bunch of people down here. He's like, hey, I got powers. I'm gonna kill a bunch of people down here.
I got this vial of light around my neck. Anything's possible.
It didn't even feel like he killed them like with his bare hands. It was like he sent a plague out and they all just fucking.
He literally just opened the door and said, "Hey, there's our field of dead bodies back there, but keep going where you're going now, I guess." But what? Not for me, guys. This issue, not for me.
I don't know what's going. Yeah.
But yeah, moving on from Image Comics, Nightmare Blog number 2, Rodney Barnes, Jason Alexander. I really like where the story's going. I think this is one of those mini issues that I feel like, well, not issues. I feel like this is one of those series that would really benefit from
live action.
Yes, live action. I say that about a few stories. This is one of those ones. It's good. Like this is that stuff that I feel like people are really asking for right now. Mm-hmm. So I would like to see that. Like it's really cool. It's dark. It's gruesome.
More black horror.
Yes,
more black horror.
And it's working out. It's not overdoing it. It's starting to come together for me. I really appreciate it.
Does the little ghost boy have nothing better to do than do you see his pop up and?
No, not at all.
Not yet.
Not at all. And I like it.
Ooh. I would, if I was a little kid and I was a ghost, I'd be at the park. I would be doing stuff that, because who's going to tell me no?
How long have you been a ghost?
Huh?
How long have you been a ghost?
I just started last week.
Okay. Yeah.
I've always been a ghost.
Plus, they obviously repeat. They're not going to grow up, Clarence.
I mean, if you ask all the girls that I tried to talk to back in the day, I've been ghosted for a long time.
Yeah. All of us. But yeah, I'm really into the comic. I like where it's going. It's not as big of a drag to me as Philadelphia was. I don't know what happened there, but this premise for me maintains this interest, and I keep coming back to it. Like I wasn't planning on picking it up, but I couldn't find anything else interesting from DC to talk about, obviously. So
I'm happy you picked it up because I didn't read the first issue when we covered it, so I had to go back and reread it and read it, and I'm really intrigued by the story that they're going with this blues singer, and the horse head. It's building up a really cool universe. I really like.
Yeah, I'm into it too.
Yeah. Hopefully, someone picks it up.
We'll see it on HBO.
I was gonna say,
yeah. A few comics got adapted to movies, or getting picked up for show properties and whatever over the last couple of weeks. So I'm like, they're not even finished yet. So maybe this one. I mean, hopefully. That would be awesome.
Hold up.
Speaking of which, from Image Comics, The Magic Order issue 2.
The Magic Order 2.
The Magic Order 2 issue 2.
2.
Yeah. we continue to follow our family. We have a character returning from, I guess, a long time ago. I'm not sure if this character was introduced in the first.
Yeah, he doesn't seem very memorable.
Yeah, I don't remember him at all. But we continue to follow this family as they're putting back the shambles in the magic order, and then things are becoming unshaky because there are other forces of magic out there who are deciding, we don't want the scraps anymore.
All these fucking gypsies coming in.
Exactly. Like, we want the big piece of chicken, so we're gonna come for it. That's where this story is at. And I'm learning about these characters. This is probably the most modern writing style that Mark has. It doesn't feel like it gets bogged down in a lot of his tropes that we felt when we read King of Spies or anything else he's put out in the last couple of years. With that being said, though, this issue kind of slogged for me.
A little bit.
A little bit of a slog.
It was sad when the standout was burning children and harrowing goblins.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Heroin goblins?
There's a harrowing goblin.
Yeah, like, you're nothing, you're worthless. Put that shit up, boy.
There's literally a goblin sitting on a bed cooking heroin for my man.
Oh my god.
The character that got reintroduced, he's like, yeah, you're clean. I'm not on drugs anymore. And then it's like immediately back to being on drugs.
Look at him. He looks like a heroin addict.
Yeah.
I like how he has no eyes.
Exactly. You don't need eyes when you're tripping balls.
I don't need to see shit.
Just be guided by the feel.
Didn't your brother suggest Magic
Order?
Order?
He got me into Magic Order 1. Yeah. To be fair, I haven't heard him speak of it since we finished.
Yeah.
So
that's
it's I have the same issue that I have with the first. I have the same issue with this issue that I had with the first issue. That it's the writing just moves, and they just do stuff.
Yeah, stuff is just happening.
Yeah.
But it would help if you had read
the first one.
I did.
First half.
You did?
Oh,
I went back and read the first.
God damn, you got
order.
a lot of reading done. Jesus Christ.
I did
How do you
right
keep
after
all that knowledge in that massive brain?
I don't.
I literally just forget about it.
Ask me what 2 + 2 is.
What is fish plus two?
At least he gave you an answer.
That's right.
It's been replaced with just every time I read a new book, I forget something. So I don't know your name anymore.
No.
Me too. It happens.
There was a part in here where they burnt children, can marry them.
I keep hearing this, man.
It was
Baby back rib.
here's the funny part. They're obviously out at night, like it is night, and so when they make this pact, my man turns around to his lackey and says, "Grab my daughter from kindergarten." Why is your daughter in kindergarten at 2:00 in the
At night kindergarten?
Yeah, right.
Night garden.
Maybe it's mafia kindergarten.
Maybe
It's magic kindergarten.
This is that Mark Millar thing I was talking about. I feel like that line
Just read, don't ask questions.
to make it feel like that shock value. Like, yeah, pull her right out of school so I can
So I
kill
can
her.
burn her.
Yeah, like we get it, Mark. It's cool.
He's so edgy.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So fucking.
I feel like
he knows
it's
how to push my
2005 again.
buttons.
Yeah, I feel like it's 2005 again. Wow.
But I'm intrigued. There's evil gypsies. There's
Yeah.
weirdness. Skeleton children. Keep it going.
Yeah, I'm cool with our seemingly Armenian mobster with faceplate mask.
Yeah.
I would cosplay the shit out of that. You know,
Yeah.
why not?
He had the ponytail and the golden mask and the tracksuit.
Yes, and a piece of
I
chicken.
love the tracksuit gang. I know it's a tangent, but I love the tracksuit gang.
Yeah, I'm with it. Moving on from Chip Zdarsky and Marvel, the culmination of the Daredevil series that's been taking place over the last year, we have Devil's Reign #1, 1 of 6. How are we feeling about this?
I
can't
love
see
it.
What?
The ending brought it all together. The ending brought it all together because it seemed a very familiar story in a very familiar place.
Very
and
Civil War.
So familiar that they said that they've done this.
that they even reference it in the book.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing. This shit don't work.
I like when they do that because it's like you're acknowledging you're not doing anything new.
Yeah.
So it gives me hope that you're going to
Subvert the expectations.
Yeah,
and
you
do
just
something
kind
new.
of flip it a little bit. Give me something like that I'm not expecting. So I'm hopeful. I really liked it because coming fresh off the end of the last Daredevil, everything is still same beats. It still feels like it's still moving. It's the same story. It's still connected, and it's going to be the culmination of all those issues.
Like,
And it's cool to see a street level event.
Yeah, I've been waiting for another Daredevil-centric event for a long time since Shadowlands. Yeah, so I'm happy for this series. I did not get a chance to get fully caught up on Daredevil before I jumped into this. So there are some spots that I read, and they mentioned certain things where I'm like,
I'm right there with you.
Okay,
What? They start name dropping things like, hey, this happened. He murdered this. I'm like, oh,
it's one of those few times where I'm glad. You know how we often complain about how like they don't have to hold our hands, they don't have to explain every little thing. This is one of those times where I'm glad they do that shit. Like, I'm Kingpin's son that he brought back from the dead a long time ago. I was like, okay, cool, because I didn't know who the fuck this was until he mentioned that. I'm with it though. This does feel like it does feel a little bit like Civil War to me, but it's like Jairo said, it's good that they acknowledge that. So I don't at least I'm not spending the whole time wondering, are they just trying to do Civil War 2 without telling me?
I really like the inclusion of the villains. Like, I'm not sure if they did this before, but I like the fact, like, all right, I like how Kingpin he actually just took advantage of the villains, the ground villains that we already have, and then became the police. Yeah, it was great.
Thunderbolt General Ross is just waiting for somebody to just give him any sort of leeway to just fucking abuse his powers. I love that
every single time.
He has badges ready for everybody.
You know what I love about
how the Shocker's a fucking punching bag all the time.
You know what I love about Ross? I love that he's 100% loyal to his team. He's like, Thunderbolts? Can we put Thunderbolts in it? Are they good guys? Are they bad guys?
Can I name something Thunderbolt?
Can I put these T's on everything?
Please.
Like, I really work hard on these designs. Can I put them on? Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You hear him? Yes.
I do have, if it's one gripe that I have about this series so far, it's that this is just like, comic writing brain, something I want to infer. If you want to give it that extra oomph to make it stand out from Civil War 2, Civil War, we had excuses. We had excuses to not involve real world people. We made up the Cape Smashers or Cape Killers or whatever. That was understandable because you needed people.
It's already apart from Civil War 2 because, the characters involved are better.
All right, I'm not making a dig at Civil War 2. I'm talking about the original Civil War. It's I'm just saying, like, what would make this series stand out in particular, because it's so ground level, use real cops, use real law enforcement. Like, don't make up not Thunderbolts guys, not people with special powers. I mean, like, use real cops.
Yeah, but then you have to have Spider-Man beating up real cops.
Exactly. So what would make that?
He ain't got no problem webbing them up. Elektra ain't got no problem stringing them up. Captain America has no problem beating them up. Neither does Luke Cage.
Have a problem beating them up. They would have a problem
beating up crooked cops. If they show crooked cops, or just people trying to enforce the law.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I mean.
I would say they kind of showed that when the guy was like, "Look, Cap, law is the law, and we got to arrest."
Yeah, but they're not real cops. They're just like people with superpowers that Wilson Fisk instated and said, "Hey, go out there and."
That guy didn't have superpowers.
No, like there's some people that are in suits.
Yeah, the people
some people
are superpowered. What I'm saying is that if you wanted to give the series a little bit more guts, what I would have done is just had them have, like, say that this
force
is
the cops to...
this is the NYPD, and what would make the superheroes want to avoid this fight more than saying we have to beat up everyday cops, right? That would set it aside a lot.
That would be
may be something that's coming up in the pipeline. Maybe they have to set up this overwhelming thing to get us to side with the heroes, and then show a clear divide, and then later introduce like police officers being forced to
take action against superheroes, and them deciding what to do. I mean, I get it. I understand.
It makes sense that they're hesitant at the moment.
Yeah, I get it.
Which Spider-Man is this?
The one in the cool looking tracksuit?
Is that Miles?
Yeah. That's Miles.
That's Miles' new look.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. At first I was like, who the I was like, I see the same color scheme, but it could have been like a clone. I don't know what's going on in Spider-Man right now.
I don't know how I feel about his suit just yet.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan.
I like it.
I like Rhino.
Rhino looks.
I love his
scary.
I love his Thunderbolt look. It's sick.
And I didn't know is
that Street?
It's Electra. Electro, the girl now.
Oh, that is Electra is a girl, but that is not Shriek. That is Silence.
Silence.
Remember, I told you about this new about the new symbiote that they created in that little Extreme Carnage.
Yeah,
that's her.
Well, good she did in this comic.
She got her ass whooped immediately.
I'm like, what is her purpose? Like, she looks like a symbiote. Who the fuck is that? Okay, I guess it doesn't matter.
This issue culminates in Wilson Fisk's plan to, I guess, get his or
get a
further
buff.
his revenge. Yeah, get a buff. And essentially what happens at the end, well, I guess I won't spoil that, but yeah, that, like Clarence said, for me too, that also put it together for me because I was feeling mad Civil War vibes. Don't get me wrong, I was enjoying the ride, but that was like, oh, okay, we've got a plan here to change things up a bit.
And I like how this is going to stretch and have like X-Men crossover and all these other crossovers because I really want to see how this is going to go against the sovereignty of Krakoa and their embassy in New York and how they're going to approach that.
I really like that touch when they had Storm basically say like, "Hey,
we don't give a shit.
We don't care.
It don't concern.
He better not step on that. He better not even think to step on our like toes. But we don't give a fuck.
Like, don't
do what
step
you want.
Like when we touch down in New York, don't step to us.
I want to see that interaction. Like I really want to see that. Like, hey, those guys have powers over there. Oh well, they're mutants, right? This way, sir.
Calm down. I also I love how like Luke Cage at one point in the story like he fucking started spouting off into the cameras and stuff.
Oh, he was
like,
going off.
It did fucking. Jason's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Trying to be a speech. You always have to do a fucking speech, Luke.
We trying to get out of here. We gotta get Danny and leave.
No.
I'm
making a speech.
Jessica's like, can we just go? Can we just go? He's like, I have to be the voice of reason.
And I do love how like Jeff mentions like, damn, this is a good thing we don't wear fucking costumes and shit. Isn't that right, Luke? Like, yeah, you right. No one.
I'm the voice
just
of
leave.
the people. The voice of Harlem. No. Moving on. Another book from Marvel. Hulk.
Look at all this shilling.
Yeah, man. Shilling heavy this week.
It's a little uneven.
So
better is better.
Make better books. Make better books. All about more books.
Hulk 2 was a blur. It was really fast, but it was really fucking good.
You sneeze and you miss it. You sneeze and you miss it. This goes fast.
I was like, that's it? I feel like the first issue was so much longer.
I know.
Yeah. I feel like it wasn't, they weren't explaining anything. They were just showing, I don't know what they were doing. They were leading us somewhere, but the way that they led us there was really fast.
I didn't know where we were. Like we got it somewhere
because the last issue ended with him being jettisoned into this portal because out of his own volition, right?
Yeah, he went into it.
Yeah, so now we just got that he went through the portal and he came out.
Yeah, and it was
literally all that happened.
Yeah, that was the whole issue.
It was like come out of portal,
but it was really pretty.
It was very pretty. It gave me those Invincible vibes back in the day. The first second page is literally bodies exploding.
Yeah,
you know? But
I think that was almost like a little like gut shot.
Yeah, me
like,
too. I think so. It was like a little nod.
We can do it too.
Yeah, and
it's not that hard, guys. Calm down.
Yeah,
and it was just like literally like two things happened in this issue. Like I'm coming out of the portal, I'm waking up. Oh, hi. Like that's literally what happened. No, we didn't really expand on anything other than the fact that there's another level to this Hulk thing.
I like the fact that when we got to see a little bit more of the levels of like the reactor.
How ridiculous they get.
Engineering. Yes, how like and because now I'm just happy. Like what is like I don't know
what's
how
level
far.
4?
Yeah, like what's
5?
What's level 10?
Yes. I do like the fact they confirmed. It was obvious, but I like the fact like if you turn back, like you're about to turn back into Banner, if you turn back to Banner, like I know I'm gonna be fucked up. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna be fucked up.
Would level 10 be him going and actually confronting the Hulk by himself and then giving the Hulk free reign after he told him like I rigged all this to be like this for whatever reason?
My theory is number 10. It's gonna involve his father somehow. It's gonna be giant.
Or the one below all.
Huh?
Or the one below all?
No, I'm talking about his father, like his actual because Banner's the Hulk is just a manifestation of his trauma from when he was beaten by his father back when he was a kid. And so I think like it'll be like an indestructible version of his father, like while the Hulk's just trying, like but he just can't be his father.
I like both those ideas actually. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know what the other levels could be. If 3 is giant Wolverine.
But not only Giant Wolverine and his classic outfit, just to make it even more like
when he at a time where he looks stupid.
I bet one of them has like a harpy Betty saying like, "I hate you.
I hate you. You can't."
What did he beats?
Yeah. No, it's a different type of anger that he can't beat to death.
Oh, he can beat it.
He can beat it.
It's a Hulk.
It's an emotional anger.
Also, I don't think the Hulk would do it, but Banner in control of the Hulk would beat the shit out of Betty.
I feel like
Banner's a piece of shit.
They're not ready for me.
He's not a great guy.
I do like Betty. I like this inclusion of Betty being his like conscious, like coming back every so often. I don't know.
Just to talk shit.
Yeah, just to
Nagging
talk
over
shit.
my shoulder.
I like
telling me what I can't do. Just like every other woman in my life.
Did anyone else give the ship when it's giving status reports? Did anyone else give that voice to be Betty? Like Betty's always giving different voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Betty is every other voice except for.
Because he loves her so much. Why would that's the only thing, the first thing that comes to mind.
In my mind, the voice recordings are just like the Hulk talking.
System
Shield integrity 90%.
I like that. I like that.
Hull breach. Hull breach. Critical failure. Imminent. Banner. Another shit. Wow, guys, this is the Marvel show. Inferno number 3. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this one. Look at this cover.
Fire.
Just like the
Fire.
contents. Just like the contents of this book.
Listen,
You know what it is. It's X-Men. You know what it is.
It should not be called Inferno. It should be called
Spice.
I don't even know. This is
Sass.
just bad bitches on a roll. Like this is.
I'm that bitch.
Bad bitches on a roll.
Yeah.
There you go. I like that very much.
You bitches could never.
You bitches could never keep up with Mystique. Are you kidding
I
me?
appreciate he tried so
did.
hard. He said,
Which one is it?
"This one, you
Mystique is
I'm that
bitch.
she walk, every fucking time Mystique walks in his goddamn room.
I'm that bitch.
And her and Destiny together, like these are the coldest bitches. Like when they talked to the cuckoos, that was great. She's like that little. Well, I'd love to tell you which one, but like you said, there's no difference. I was like, oh,
Bro, she just riddled me this, riddled me that. You bitches is whack. Came in here, dog. Everything that they're laying out in here, it is. They go back to X of Swords. When Doug Ramsey was dropped off, it shows us that nobody trusts Xavier.
Yeah.
Not a single fucking person trusts Xavier.
I'd never trust Xavier from the beginning.
Dude,
Look at the helmet.
anyone who wears a full bodysuit like that with a helmet like that, you can't trust.
Can't trust that helmet. Can't even see his eyes.
I mean, you remember the first panel of X of Swords when he's just standing over them like
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
like a fucking swan pose. Like he just landed a triple front flip and he's just like, ah.
The first thing that ran through my head, ugh, his ego through the fucking roof.
I mean, did you see that cat suit?
Did you see those gala suits? Yeah, these guys, their egos are bigger than the entire fucking island.
Yeah, they're they're out of control.
I
And
love, like, you can tell how in sync the writer's room is.
Every
Yeah.
time Xavier farts, he goes, "Yeah, that's me."
Yeah, like roses. But like, you can tell how in sync everybody is. Everyone is in lockstep. Everything they mention, there isn't a panel or a bit of context wasted. Like, they rope in everything. Shit that happened 2 years ago that I forgot about, they're bringing up, they're referencing in this book. And they're like, oh yeah, you right. God damn, they are doing such a great job.
I just love how he was like, because it felt like I was so worried that it wasn't going to be as good as the beginning. Because remember, Hickman was like, yeah, read whatever. Who
He's
cares?
like, damn, Craig, I want to sit in my throat and do another.
But like, it's showing like everything matters. So read as much as you can, but definitely get on the events. But yeah,
It
Hickman
certainly
the
helps.
god. Hickman the god.
yeah.
This is a delicious book. We only have 3 more left. It was 6, right? Or
I actually have no idea.
I'm assuming. I know it's a limited run. I think it's 6. I want to say 6.
Is it ending before Diet? What is it?
Destiny events.
Yeah, this
after-
sets off. This is gonna set off everything to come.
So yeah, I'm really excited to see how this wraps up. I mean, I'm only assuming there's 3 more issues left. They can't keep this going, like this level of intensity. They
I
can't
don't know.
keep this.
We said that about House and Power, and look at that.
Yep.
It was at the end of it. It was 12 issues. I think it'll be 6 to keep in tune with the other ones.
Right, because if this is going to launch Destiny, I would imagine they'll probably wrap this up shortly. But yeah, another fire book, pretty damn good. If you're not
This
reading
cover
it.
with the Bastion suit.
This
And,
is
hey, yo, is Moira packing some heat back there?
yes,
Them thighs tell me.
she's yammed up. And
Them
after,
thighs tell a story.
and after this next issue, she's about to be hammed up.
Well, she's handless.
Not looking good for our girl here.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good for the big three. It's not looking good for Moira. It's not looking good for Xavier or Magneto. They're about to get pieced up.
Isn't Zach Fields still going through that trial thing? Is that still happening?
Who cares?
We don't know what's going on. Listen, I'm reading it and I don't know what's going on.
When Wanda came back, I was like, oh, well, then I'm done.
I know.
Oh, it gets better. You should read Trial of Magneto 3. So
Okay.
you're like, what the fuck?
Like,
I'm like, why, little boy? Why are you screaming at your mother who's going through a traumatic experience?
I don't know. I feel like it. I don't know. It's weird. But with that being said, that's the end of comic book reviews, and I think that wraps up our episode. This has been episode 66 of the Thirsty Nerds podcast.
Order 66.
Yes, that's the name of the episode. Oh, cool. We got that one. All right. Thanks for tuning in. If you like what you heard here, please like and subscribe.
Share it with your mother.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah.
Make them share it with their friends.
At Friendsmas, just put this on in the background and laugh. All together laugh.
Exactly. Even if you only watch a little bit, I'd love for you to watch the whole
Even if
thing.
you have no friends, we'll be your friend.
Yeah.
No new friends.
Make no promises.
Clarence will be your friend. I can't.
Yeah.
No new friends.
I got no time.
Just don't message me.
Be my friend from afar.
From afar. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. He's like a fucking cat.
Like dap me up when you see me. Like, yo, what up, man? What up? Bop, bop. And that's it. We
Yep.
cool.
Just like at work.
Clarence just knocked over his cup.
Slowly.
You can follow me on Art of Sumo on Instagram and Twitter. Oh my God, he almost took it over. I was like, don't you spill it me. Don't you spill it.
You can follow me on Instagram as just_uno. Or
Oh, that's all right. You can follow me.
yeah, don't follow me anywhere else.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at King K. No, King Creates X. All K's, no C's.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Stooge
2 hours
Prime.
All that practice you do in front of your mirror
And then today.
for not.
You make me nervous.
Oh,
Aw, he likes you.
it's adorable.
He's going to go in the bathroom, hit himself in the head.
No, do me. That's why I leave go to the bathroom right after the podcast.
Creates.
Like Mark Wahlberg. All right, guys. That's been our episode. Please follow us at Thirsty Nerds Podcast anywhere you listen.
And have a wonderful holiday. And we'll see you next year.
I hope you get all the socks you didn't want.
See you, nerds.
And if you don't want them, send them to me because I need sex.
Or me. It's very cold.
He